Okay. All right. We're going to be doing sorrowful faces. And Victoria here is our model for how to put on sorrowful makeup. And this would be for all the people who are listed on the cast list as the sorrowing crowd. And you will need to learn how to put on your own makeup. So Anna today is going to show you how she's going to do it to Victoria, and you should have the same makeup when you get your kit and apply it the same way. And you can use this video to practice, because that's what the intent is for you to practice how to put on your own makeup before the performance. Okay, and they're off.
Okay, so first start out with the lotion, and whoever you're working with, first make sure you have clean hands, but then put lotion. If this is for yourself, you're putting lotion on your face, and this is so that a lot of you guys have sensitive skin, and that'll just help with you not getting a rash or dry skin from the foundation, because stage makeup is a little bit heavier than your everyday makeup. Okay, so after your cream is on, or your lotion, so then you put foundation over your complete face, and you have to blend it in to your neck. And that's really important because you don't want to look splotchy, because then it's really obvious that you're wearing foundation.
And let's state right now here, when you are doing your own makeup, costume goes on first, then goes the makeup.
Wow.
And you want to wear a sheet or a shirt over your costume so you don't get the makeup on your costume. But you don't want to put your makeup on first and then your costume, because you'll just smear it all over your costume. So it goes costume with some sort of covering to protect the costume, and then your makeup.
And you want to make sure that when you're before you put your makeup on, actually put some sort of smock or apron, if you girls want to bring your own, because I don't think we're going to have enough for all the actors. So bring a smock or an apron that'll protect your costume, and then you're good to go. So when you're doing the foundation, make sure, for those of you that are wearing, really big veils, you don't have to worry about it. But for everyone else, make sure that the foundation blends into your hairline, because then you'll also see where the foundation starts. And then, as you can see, as I blend it into her neck, it's going to actually be, you put it on a little bit lighter as you get towards the neck so that it doesn't show up so much. And then you just blend in, because you're not going to do makeup past here. On the face, though, it is heavier. And actually, when you do the foundation, you can put it over the lips. And then when you put on your lip color, you just put it right over the foundation. That's fine. And you really got to make sure to get all the creases on your and shadows on your face. And when you do the chin, make sure and have, if there's the girls, help each other check for blending when you're blending into your neck. Depending on your skin color, you may have to work a little bit harder at this if you have really light skin. So if you can see in Victoria, there's no line where you can see where her makeup starts and stops. Alright, so the second phase is actually going to be putting on the highlights and the character shadow. And for you girls, it'll be in your own kits. You're going to use this little color, not color wheel, but color square. So you're going to use the brown.
Was there foundation in that too?
No, this you girls, for your foundation, it comes in your personal kit, and that's what we're using. So I think most of you have the fairest, and that's the color everybody's using. So for the character shadow, you're going to put, for yourself, you're going to frown. So Victoria, frown. Like you're really frowning. Okay, if you're doing it for yourself and you keep cracking yourself up, then just do your smiling lines first. So your smiling lines will be around the mouth. Now you can smile. So you're going to go around the mouth like this. And sometimes you have to practice a little bit, so if it gets messy like I did with Victoria, don't worry about it. Take your sponge, blend it in, and try it again. So what it is you want to get your brush. If you're using a little, like they have these cheap brushes, if you want to buy your own cosmetic, like little thin brushes, they're really much better to use. And you want to get a really thin line, like that. So Victoria can look at the camera. You can see it's really thin. And the reason you want it thin is we're not going for old age. We're just going for a little bit of accentuating your natural shadows and highlights on your face so that when you make your angry mob expressions, they're going to stand out more. And you do that on both sides, so smile. These are the smile lines here. And then you also will do them under the eyes. So it's kind of the raccoon eye shape under the eye. We're creating bags. These are not going to be heavy bags, but you are going to have bags under your eyes.
Can you turn this page?
And then you also need the frowning lines, and these are really important for angry mob. You need to get these right. Again, they're not really thick. So Victoria, look at the camera. So now we've got, this is not blended. This is very hard. This is the harsh lines. It's not blended in yet. So you should have brown using your color square on either side of your mouth. So following your natural smile line under your eyes, and then your frown lines. And you should make the creases in your face by smiling or frowning so that it's your own lines. Otherwise it'll look unnatural. So then what you have to do after that is go back over, and in your thing you have the light color, and you have to put that light color above your other lines. So for Victoria, now we go back over the frown lines, or smile lines, and go right next to the brown. And the reason we're doing that is it makes the lines stand out against her face more. And we're going to blend these in also. And the light goes above the brown. And these you don't have to worry about making them really fine because the light is much easier to blend into your face than the brown. Okay, so now you can see on Victoria she has light either above or, in the case for the frowns, next to her brown lines. So now what we're going to do is, if you're doing this on yourself, you just take your fingers and you're going to gently sort of rub a little bit to soften up and blend into your face, your lines. You don't want to touch and let go and pat and let go, because then you're gonna get like freckles all over your face. So you just, if you're on yourself, just smoothly blend. And for under the eyes, you're gonna have to rub back and forth a lot. We want these really well blended, so you get natural looking bags under your eyes. And you may, depending on how you put it on, you may have to go back and add a little bit more brown if it doesn't look like you've got enough under your eyes. And then up here, make sure you change your finger so that you don't get other colors splotching over. Lightly blend the anger lines. And if anytime you make a mistake, you can take your foundation sponge and just, it's like a pencil eraser to help you fix it. Don't take it all off and do it all again unless it's really bad. Okay. The other thing is when you're blending the eyes, you can actually, I forgot to mention, when you put the brown bags under your eyes, put a little bit on, almost like an eyeshadow. So like close your eye, you're going to put it on top, and this is just to help blend into the darkness, because when you have dark eyes, it's not just under your eyes that get dark, the tops of your eyes are going to get dark also. And this you can just blend that all in with under the eye. So let's see. So like Victoria, her brown ended up being a little bit lighter than it should be. And depending on the church, if the church has a lot of lighting, then you're going to have to go a lot. You're going to have to alter how you do your makeup based on the lighting. So like with me, I'm adding more brown for Victoria because the darkness under the eyes wasn't standing out enough. And you girls will have to judge and help each other by your own skin color whether or not you need more. But when we're done, it should look like Victoria's.
Yeah, always when you're done with your makeup, make sure you go and ask the mom who's in charge of the souring people ask her, do I look okay? Do I look good? Do I need any more? And she'll be able to tell you. Because she'll have watched this video and she'll know.
So,
Or she already
so
knows.
now, Victoria, see if you can get close to the camera so they can really see. See how her face just has a bit of a droopier look, and it's because it makes it look like her eyes are. It helps them look like they're sad and puffy, and it does. Okay, so now for the lip color for you girls. Also, in your little color square, you kind of play around with it. This is where you girls can mix colors, but you're gonna mix the darker color, the darker pink, and the brown for your lip color, because we don't want red. Sorrowful people are not going to have red and pink lips. We're trying to go for a little bit more natural. It's going to be more pink than brown, but mix in the brown a little bit, just so that your lips stand out, but that they're not girly pink or bright red like Forgiven Woman or Claudia or anything like that. And then rub your lips together. And you may have to try your lips a couple times to mix around with the color. Let's see, like Victoria's probably could use a little more of the pink. And lipstick is easy to fix. You just add more of the color that you're missing. And for the souring people, we do not do blush. No blush. And no mascara. Eyeliner, we're not doing that either, so that's it. So look again. This is the that's the final makeup, and then with a veil, so just so you girls
like,
can
take your
see
white-
what it's going to look like. Yeah,
So
that's right.
No,
The
no,
head.
no. Take the white shirt down so she can put the veil on
Okay.
you.
The headbands, you girls, bring a stretchy headband to put on to hold your hair back so you can get the foundation on easily. And we have a sorrowing person.
Now you want the lines that pronounced on the forehead?
Yeah. Because from far away, like on actually how it's showing up in the video, it looks different here in person, but on look on the video, that's what it's going to look like from far away.
Okay. And then now what's the important thing when you're done with the performance? What's the first thing you do? You take off your makeup.
Oh, I know what I forgot. Okay, I forgot one more thing here. You have to put setting powder on your, and you girls should all have come with a little case of powder that you can. It's called the translucent powder. This is a really big one, but you girls should have one that's about this size in your kits. And it comes with, you girls have, I think, a little white circle pad that you can use to put it on. I'm going to use a brush because I'm using the really big container. And you just go over everything. And the reason you do this is because we're using cream-based makeup, you want to help it set. It helps with sweating so that your makeup doesn't get all messy looking, and you go over everything. And it helps it last longer and look fresh for the whole performance. That was another step. Alright, and now that is it. So, signing off.
And then before, you want to show them then taking it off?
Oh, it's just you take it off with baby wipes. You could bring your own soap and go to the bathroom and take it off with makeup remover.
But you want to take the makeup off before you take off your costumes, so that you don't pull your costume over your head while your makeup's still on and get makeup all over the front of your costume.
Right.
So makeup comes off before the costume.
Mhm. And if you brought your own smock when you're taking your makeup off, if you are using like soap and water, then put your smock back on so you don't splash your costume.